Chain Fat in 1987. Could do no wrong. Am I right? Oh, stop it! Yes! Look at this! Hey guys, Will, it's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. It has been quite a while since I filmed anything. Like 2 months, I think, since I made a video for this channel. There's a lot of reasons for that. We don't need to get into them right now, but welcome back. I hope this isn't a disaster. We shall see how it goes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for finding us. If you're not subscribed, you could subscribe. That would be a great help. And as I say every time, I know I sound like a broken record, and I know it seems like that shouldn't make any difference, but it actually does make a big difference when I say that in the video. So this is a pickups video. This is a stack of Hong Kong movies that I have gotten in recently. I've gotten a fair number of Japanese films recently as well. I'm going to do a different video on that. And then I've gotten a bunch of just like general stuff on Blu-ray that I thought, you know, since people here are fans not just of Hong Kong cinema, but movies in general and definitely physical media, I would show those off in a different video. So there are going to be several like pickup videos coming up recently. And then I have actually some pretty cool unboxing. Someone gave me an entire box of VCDs. This was like 2 months ago. So I apologize that I have not made this video yet because I was like really excited when they gave them. It was in person. Like we met at a screening. It was a double feature, Tiger on Beat, Skinny Tiger, Fatty Dragon. I went with Mike and FJ DeSanto, Frank Jeng were both there. It was really cool to see everyone. And a bunch of other like really cool people who I had either met before or had communicated with online. I'll tell the full story about the VCDs because there's like a whole history behind it. But when I do that video, I'll tell that story. Anyway, point being, there's cool stuff coming up on the channel. So what do we have first? Hell yeah. Shout Factory 4K Blu-ray dual format edition of City on Fire 1987 starring Chow Yun-fat, Danny Lees, and Ringo Lam film. This is one of my favorite movies. Not just Hong Kong, but like favorite thrillers. I mean, obviously heroic bloodshed films, I put it in my top 3 to 5, like easily, no problem. I love this movie so much. I'm going to pin a comment with the link to the podcast episode that Mike and I did about this because we did like a full hour-long episode about this movie, getting like really deep into analyzing it, like even like with stuff like the weather in the film and how that relates thematically to what's going on in the movie. And we talk about, you know, like undercover cop films, and it's a really cool, it was a really fun episode to do. Mike had never seen this film before, and I have only ever seen this in a relatively poorly upscaled Blu-ray version. And I have, I think, 2 DVD copies of this film, and it's been one of my favorites for quite a while. And I was like, someone asked me recently if I could, when I do these videos, if I could spend more time showing off the release so they can see like the artwork and the packaging and everything. And so I thought I would open this and show it to you, but now I'm struggling with the fact that I bite my fingernails and I don't carry around an X-Acto knife with me, so I'm like, really, here we go. I got it. I did it. I'm gonna review this. It'll definitely be a Patreon early release because I bought this with Patreon money. I have no relationship with Shout Factory at all. I have never gotten a single movie from them. I don't get review copies from them. I've never really spoken to them. They emailed me like a PDF of a press release once, but it was for something that had already been announced, so it was kind of like not particularly helpful, which is not, I'm not trying to slight them. I don't know them. I never talked to them. I'm sure they're fine people, but I don't have any relationship with them. So I do not get review copies from them. So anything I will be reviewing from them is something that I have bought, and I will have bought it with Patreon money, which is a good way for me to plug our Patreon. You can sign up for $2 a month, $5 a month. There's a lot of exclusive content in there, and there's a lot of early release content as well. And I allow our patrons to pick what is going to go to YouTube, like what from the list of early release content should next go to YouTube. And there's like, I mean, there's early release content that's been in there for like over a year probably at this point. So like, it's like very early release, like basically the same thing as an exclusive. I will forewarn you that because I have not been able to make content for a couple months, the Patreon billing is currently paused because I didn't feel right taking money from people when I was unable to produce content. Our patrons are amazing. Many of them message me and were like, I don't care if you bill me while you're not making content. That's totally fine. But so I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to start making Patreon content again soon, and then the billing will resume. But just to let you know, that option is out there, and that is what funds a fair number of these films. And so this is one of those movies. And so this review will go to Patreon. This is a 2-disc release, it looks like, 4K Ultra HD and the Blu-ray. I have to say, I really like, this is my first time seeing the discs. I really like them. I think that looks really cool. I just watched Halloween, the Shot Factory 4K release, night before last. Looks freaking amazing. I mean, Halloween 3 I've had for years from Shot Factory, and that's one of the best looking releases I own. So I am trying. I'm remaining optimistic about these Shot Factory releases. I know that some people have not liked the artwork. I really like this because I love this poster. This is like what I associate with this film when I think of this film. So I'm very happy with this. I know that people are not super happy with the Hard Boiled and what's the other one? A Better Tomorrow trilogy artwork. I'm going to do other videos about those, so we'll talk about those in a different time. But I mean, if honestly, if there's the only thing that I would I don't even want to say complain about, but it would be cool if this had like the hard. I don't know if you've seen the Halloween releases from Shout Factory, but the initial run of them, and they had hard outer cases, and then the disc like slipped out of the hard case, and it's just really cool packaging. And I would love to have this movie like that, but I'm very happy with this as it is. Next, we have Flaming Brothers, which I've never seen, shockingly, despite the fact that I'm a huge Chow Yun-fat fan, and I love heroic bloodshed films and Hong Kong cinema from this period. Alan Tang is also in this movie. This is a Eureka release, and this is Region A and Region B. So if you are in Region A, like me, you don't even need to break out your all-region player. Maybe you already have it connected to the TV. I don't have enough space for a 4K player and a multi-region player simultaneously plugged into my TV. So the multi-region player is in the closet, and the 4K player is attached to the TV. So when I need to watch Region B stuff, I have to go digging around in the closet and find the multi-region player and take it out. So here's a slipcase here. And I'm recording this on September 4th, I think, of 2025. And I don't think this release is out yet, or it just came out. Like, this is a very, very recent release, if it is in fact out. There's audio commentary from Mike Leader and Arna Venema. This film is from, 1987. Oh, man. Like, come on. Chow Yun-fat in 1987. Could do no wrong. Am I right? Oh, stop it. Yes. Look at this. I've seen this poster before. This is amazing. This is amazing. And I don't know what to expect from this movie, because I've heard conflicting things about it from different people. So here's what you get on the inside. And then this is the limited edition version. So I got the booklet here, and I'm trying to take it out without messing up the pages, but look at that. Hell yeah. So there's the front of the booklet. I mean, I'm sold. This looks awesome. I'm ready to watch it. I watched this tonight. I haven't watched a Hong Kong movie. Fuck yes. So this is called Hong Kong Godfathers, A Brief History of Heroic Bloodshed by Camille Zorin. I apologize for mispronouncing the name. I haven't watched a Hong Kong movie literally in months. I had a very, very busy summer. It was a very hectic summer. And then towards the end of the summer, like late July, in a period of like a week, a bunch of really, really bad stuff happened. If you follow me on Twitter, or if you're in the Facebook group, you probably know about some of it, because I did post about it just so people were aware. But it was a genuinely horrible summer. I felt like this guy at the beginning of August. Summer 2025 sucked ass for me. Let's put it that way. And so I was like, I was not in the mindset for doing movie reviews, watching films for review, and so I was mostly just watching movies that I already know and love. I've been watching a lot of Spielberg movies. Like obviously I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so that's like big time cinematic comfort food for me. I've been watching a lot of John Carpenter movies. I watched Army of Darkness again recently. I've been watching the MonsterVerse Godzilla Kong movies with my kids, which has been really, really fun. So just like what else have I been watching recently? Point being, I've really just been sticking to like cinematic comfort food. But I don't know, maybe I'm feeling like I'm recording again. I'm getting back in the saddle. Maybe it's time for me to watch another Hong Kong movie. So here we have The Cat. This is another film I've never seen. And this is a really nice, like lavish, can you hear the knocking of the hard case? 88 films. I'm trying to figure out where the movie even comes out. Oh, is this like, it's like a sliding thing? Oh, wow. This is really cool. Okay, so let's bust this out. Is that Michael Chan? Who's in this movie? So this is the director of The Seventh Curse, which I reviewed, but I bought that movie because it was I bought that movie with Patreon money. And so my review for that may have been a Patreon exclusive. I honestly can't remember. I know it was an early release into Patreon. It may have never made its way to YouTube, but I did review that movie. And then The Story of Ricky. And this, it says, it comes a film that somehow manages to be even madder. And I think that's in the British sense of mad being insane, not in the American sense of being a very angry movie. An evil blob-like extraterrestrial. Here, let me give you the cover so you can relish in that. Is this Sean Longmore? Watch me have gotten it wrong. It is Sean Longmore. I thought that was his style. I got it right. Bonus points for Daddy. If you have seen this movie, let me know how crazy it is in the comments, because you know I like crazy movies, so I'm looking forward to this. And it's the Halloween season. I just watched Halloween. Like, the Halloween season has officially begun. I am watching horror movies now. The floodgates are open. I watched In the Mouth of Madness recently. Speaking of John Carpenter, I watched John Carpenter's Vampires. Like, I'm definitely watching horror movies now, so maybe I could put this bad boy on those. And I'm gonna actually, which reminds me, if you want to get in Patreon, I'm gonna try to review Corpse Mania. I bought the 4K last year because I wanted to review it for Halloween, and it arrived like 2 days after Halloween or something like that. So like, let me just save this for next year for Halloween, and then lo and behold, I have a 4K player now. So I'm gonna, but I bought that's what I bought with Patreon money during the I think I bought that during a Vinegar Syndrome sale, but I can't remember. So if you want to see me review that, head on over to Patreon within the next whatever, how many weeks till Halloween? 8 weeks. I'll review that, 7 or 8 weeks. An evil blob-like extraterrestrial has come to Earth with nefarious intentions. Let's just not read any more than that, because that sounds awesome to me. So what we have here is a situation where there's like a slipcase, and then it pulls out to an inner hard case. That's pretty fucking cool. And I wonder if they do that so that you can have this. That is fucking great artwork, dude. This he looks like a Cenobite that's doing like a mud treatment at the spa. This guy looks fun too, like some kind of like gelatinous lightning fire demon. Yeah, so maybe if you don't want the full shit on the back, then you get the unadulterated badassery of that right there. And you get that. That's what's going to be looking out from your shelf. Watch me, Daddy. And then if we... That's Weisei Lee, isn't it? The Big Heat. There's a postcard here, or whatever you would call this. I get a lobby card type thing. Hell yeah. And this is the movie. So there's that artwork again. Then you get that in the back. A Golden Harvest film. Gloria Yip, Weisei Lee, Christine Ng, which is right? Christine Lao Su Ming, Lawrence Lau, Philip Kwok. Oh wow. Here's what we get on the inside. And then there's no booklet there because, wait for it, there is a big old booklet right here. Hell yeah. I mean, this is like, I guess I'll just flip through this because we don't need it. This is like massive and we don't need to go through every single page, but you can see everything that's going on there. So this is 88 films. This is The Cat. This is a Region A and a Region B. This is the back cover there. A Region A and a Region B release. Maybe I will watch this tonight if I'm plowing through horror movies for Halloween. This looks horror adjacent, if not straight up horror. I would say let me know in the comments, but by the time this is posted, I will have or will have not already watched this. So next up is actually a movie I had never heard of before, that someone sent me in the mail that looks really, really cool. And one of my favorite Hong Kong actors, especially when he plays lunatics, is in this film. It's called The Golden Triangle. Can you see that there? I'll take off the outer wrapping. This is from Dark Force Entertainment. This is a Blu-ray release. It's all region. It's A, B, and C. This movie is from 1975. It's a brand new 2K restoration from the longest running 35mm print of this film in existence with new color correction. And it stars, among others, Lo Lei, who plays the hero in one of my top 3 Shaw Brothers films, which is King Boxer, aka Five Fingers of Death was the other title for that movie. And then he's in Black Magic, and he's in Black Magic 2, and he's like so good at playing these absolutely insane maniacal villains. He was in Human Lanterns, right? Where it's like there's supposed to be a mystery in Human Lanterns, but then you're like, I don't know, that guy looks pretty fucking nuts. I think he's the villain. That's one of the things I loved about that movie. It's like kind of a mystery, but like the second you see him, you're like, I think it's that guy. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's him. I mean, what's interesting about that film is that it's like you learn as the audience member like pretty quickly who the villain is, and then you have the dramatic irony of the good guys trying to figure it out, right? So it's kind of like this like slasher movie trope of like people are dying in a certain way and there's a mystery, but then it subverts the trope. I'm talking about Human Lanterns, by the way, not the movie that I'm about to talk to you about. By telling you, the audience, what's actually going on, and then you're kind of involved in this experience of watching them try to figure it out. So I think this movie shot in Thailand. Let's see. Dark Force Entertainment has uncovered yet another extremely rare kung fu action flick with the 1975. It says Jin Song Jiao, also known as the Golden Triangle. Let me give you the artwork here. This one stars Lo Lei, who achieved international fame with the Shaw classic King Boxer / Five Fingers of Death, playing a drug trafficker who escapes the police and enters the opium ring in the Golden Triangle. A Thai army undercover drug agent, played by Sombat Matani, infiltrates the ring in the deep jungle, but falls in love with the incredibly sexy female gang leader, Tian Ni, who's amazing. And she was in something recently where I was like really impressed with her performance, because it could have very easily been like an eye candy type of role, or like an exploitative like sex type of role, but she gave it like a lot of depth. What was it? Double Crossers? Is that the movie I'm thinking of? I think it might have been that movie, which I think Eureka released. So here's the disc here. Relatively bare bones release, but I mean, if this is a rare film that they uncover this print of and scanned it, I'm excited. Looks like it's 95 minutes long. It's the most uncut version of the film. A language is English. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's dubbed. And this is like an English dub that they found. Cool. It's co-directed by Wu Ma. You know, you'll know who that is if you watch a lot of Hong Kong cinema. He's in a lot of movies, and he was also like he was a producer, he was a director, he was a mentor to a lot of the if you watch the behind the scenes footage of, I think, is it Heart of Dragon? I think the 88 Films Heart of Dragon release has this like fly on the wall, like 45-minute long thing that was made for Japanese television. I think that's like a documentary about the making of the film. And he's everywhere on this. I think he's the producer of that film, but he's like everywhere on the set of that film. He's like moving furniture around on the set. He's like helping them choreograph fight scenes. He's like talking to the cinematographer about like what we do with the lighting, and the camera operators about where to put the camera on. Like, so he's a pretty legendary figure in that kind of like, you know, that golden era of Hong Kong cinema. And then Rome Bunag is the co-director. I think this looks like it might be like a Thai Hong Kong co-production, or maybe it's a Thai film that they brought some Hong Kong talent into, because a lot of the screenplay looks like a Thai name maybe, and the producer and stuff like that, but and the composer and some of the other actors. But yeah, no, I'm very interested in this. And then finally, my final recent acquisition of Hong Kong cinema, well, let me show it to you. We have Martial Law, Lo Lei's Wuxia World. So this is 3 films in a set. It's The Black Butterfly, Death Valley, Vengeance of a Snow Girl. These were directed by Lo Lei, and they're from the 1968, 1971 are the years of release. 110, 100, and 123 minutes are the run times of these films. I'll read this to you while I attempt to open this with my lack of sharp fingernails. A prolific writer and director, Lo Lei found fame in the 1970s following the enormous international success of The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, his collaborations with the inimitable Bruce Lee. In the years before he kickstarted a kung fu revolution, though, he had been working on an accomplished series of wuxia pian for Shaw Brothers. Presented here are 3 standout works drawn from Lo Lei's wuxia world, and it's The Black Butterfly, Death Valley, and Vengeance of a Snow Girl. And let's see what we got here. In terms of bonus material, we have there's optional English subtitles which are newly revised. There's new audio commentaries on all 3 features by Mike Leader and Arna Venema. There's A Dish Best Served Cold, a new interview with Hong Kong cinema scholar Wayne Wong on Vengeance of a Snow Girl. And then there's a new booklet with writings by Hong Kong cinema expert Camille, again, I'm sorry that I don't know how to pronounce the last name, Zaurin, who's also on the Flaming Brothers release here. So, this is really fun. I love these old school posters. So here we have the discs for the films. So it looks like Black Butterfly and Death Valley are on the first disc. And then Vengeance of a Snow Girl is on the second disc. And then if we pop out the disc, we can see this is the reversible cover art, which I'm sorry, but that's freaking amazing. What do we think? Am I reversing it? I guess that's just a poster for one of the other movies now that I think of it, because there's 3 movies here. Oh, dude. Come on. Come on. I think that's getting reversed, even though then this information won't be there. But who needs that? Because you get it on the slipcase. And then here's the booklet. It's been a long time since I watched a Wuxia film, and I know that it's Shaw-Timber right now, and I do have 2 of the Shaw sets from Arrow, and I also have the Shout Factory Shaw Classics Volume 4, which I bought because Black Lizard. And there's a couple movies in that set where I'm like, absolutely, oh, it's like 5 Element Ninjas is in there, right? I think. And Opium and the Kung Fu Master, like those movies from that guy, Shaolin Prince, that director, those are in there too, right? Or are those in? I think those are in there. There's a lot of Shaw sets flying around right now. But what is this disc just sitting here? Oh, this must have. Oh no, I took this out. Losing my mind. So that's it. That's what I have for Hong Kong adjacent stuff. Like I said, I haven't watched like a Wuxia Shaw Brothers style film in quite a long time. But I do really like having September and October be my horror watching time. What is one to do? Let me know in the comments. Should I set some time aside for Shaw films in September, or should I just stick to the horror? So, I mean, come on. This is pretty incredible. City on Fire, as I already told you, one of my all-time favorites. Several films I've never seen, which look really amazing. A lot of genres. We got heroic bloodshed. We got batshit horror. We got like a kind of drug adventure action film, and then we've got the Wuxia. So my name is Will. You're watching Hong Kong Cinema Appreciations. And I appreciate your patience and the fact that you're still here and watching when I haven't made a video in, like, I haven't posted anything on YouTube in over a month. So thanks. I hope you're doing well. Leave some comments. We'll see you next time.